Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Cluckin Crew podcast. As you can see today, a little bit of a smaller crowd, but I want to welcome you all to episode 8.5. I am one of your hosts, the voice and the creator of Chucky Chicken, Michael Cook, and with me here today, as you may say that okay, there we go. Now we're all back. Hello. So, with me, of course, we got my good friend, my second in command, my good buddy, old pal, the one and only Alliyas Lavigne.
Hello.
And, of course, our series regular, our amazing colorist and cleanup artist, Malcolm Thomas.
Yo, what up?
We have
Dana.
How dare you? That is my bit.
Well, I stole it.
All right, so let's address the elephant in the room very, very quickly.
Last week was very bad, and I apologize.
Yes, so because we've had people messaging saying, "Where's last week's stream?" It was deleted.
It was not. It was unwatchable. We had some good talk about Pokemon, but I mean,
yeah,
not exactly.
Right. So again, apologies. I unfortunately got called away to an emergency, and I could not be there. However, I am here today, so I'm honored to be here. In the future, I will do my best to make sure that we have something going on other than games. But thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we got a few people coming in right off the bat. We got Charlie Har Studios, Jolly Rancher Guide 2.0, Timeless Tune Studios, Angie B, Fuckers D Bobcat, and Sabi Thang. Yes, here we are.
Yeah.
That explains the 0.5 LOL. Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try this again. And apologies for starting a little late. I was running late getting back from the gym, and trying to get back into the swing of streams. Wanted to ask you guys. We may do a poll on this. Do you like the weekly streams, or do you think it would be more beneficial to do it bi-weekly? Just a thought. Let us know in the comments down below. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to hit that big old subscribe button, and I'll hit all that fun stuff, as we keep going on in the stream. But today, I thought it would be a really fun thing for all of us because just out of the four of us here, how many of us have watched every single Chucky Chicken cartoon that has been made?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I have. I would be surprised if I hadn't at this point.
Okay. Malcolm?
Well, I have been planning on doing it, but, things have been happening, and, well, that... It just kind of slipped my mind.
Deanna, what about you?
I can admit that I've seen a few. I don't know if I've seen every single episode.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys are in luck. Because today we're going down memory lane and we are going to be watching not all of them, but a few, definitely like the first 10 years worth of Chucky cartoons.
Yeah.
And don't worry, there's not a lot in that first 10 years. So we're going to be checking out some marathon here, because there's a lot of you guys, as awesome as it is to have them. Okay, so let's take a couple of the comments here. Angie says, marathon! Yes. Timeless Toon Studios Chucky Chicken has actually inspired me to make a show. I've watched most of them. Oh, it's okay. You listen, I've been called worse. I've been called Chucky Chicken, Chucky Cheese, McCluckin the effing chicken. There's a lot of them. But anyway, moving right along.
Yeah. And scrolling up, I'm just looking at the responses to the weekly versus bi-weekly thing, and I think people like the weekly streams, but if it's more convenient for us as a team, I think people are also good with bi-weekly.
Okay, well, we'll surprise
cool.
you.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
I kind of like the weekly streams.
I like the weekly too, but as proven, we didn't get a chance to really do. I didn't get a chance to do streams for the past couple of weeks, so I've been missing out. But and I'm kind of sad because I gotta count how many weeks it's been.
Like 3. 3
or
4.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago, it was Chucky's 14th birthday. So on June 25th, he turned 14 years old on YouTube. So, so I figured it would be kind of fun to go back and watch some of the older cartoons, get your guys' thoughts and your opinions. But before we do any of that, I did want to, of course, plug a few things. We are on Twitter. We changed our handle on Twitter. We are no longer Real Chuck Chick. We are Chucky Chicken, but there's no E. So it's CHUCKY, capital CHICKN. And the only reason why is because Chucky Chicken was taken. I don't know why, but it's a thing.
Yeah.
So we updated that. We also are on Patreon. So a lot of people have been asking how they can support the Patreon and all that stuff, or support the show. And that's how, we can do it. Go support us on Patreon. We've been having a lot of cool stuff over there, like a lot of behind the scenes stuff, which we're going to continue to do here as well. But yeah, Patreon, you're going to get even more super exclusive behind the scenes looks and things like that. And I'm going to silence my phone because that's just not going to stop unless I do. So, the other thing is, I do want to let everyone know that Tino is back.
Tino is back.
Yes.
Maybe
Tino
he'll
is
pop in. We're hoping that he'll pop in for the stream at some point. But
yes. So
yeah,
he wanted
Tino
to
is
say
good. Tino has
Yes.
internet once more, and
Yes.
we've also given Xana her
Xana.
share of the fundraising money, which has helped
Yes.
her. So thank you
Yes.
all so much.
Yes. Thank you.
We could
Thank
not
you,
have done
thank
it
you.
without you guys.
We really
And
couldn't. So
yeah.
I'm gonna officially end the GoFundMe probably the next day or so. Mike is in high demand. Bobcat, you have no idea. Like you really don't. I'm just torn all
He's
over.
the boss.
I am. So yeah, so we're gonna watch some old Chucky Chicken cartoons today. And if you like what we're gonna do here, please be sure to hit that like button. Leave your, and when we're done, I'm curious about what your favorite Chucky cartoon was. So, do you want to go in chronological order? Is that how we're gonna do this then? And then, so we're gonna play the cartoon all the way through, and then we're gonna like comment on it and just kind of give our thoughts.
Yeah,
So, we can talk during it. I mean, it's up to you guys.
We'll see how we go with this first one, and then we'll feel it out from there. If we're going chronological, what would that be from what you've sent me? Would that be Chicken Trap?
Wake up call.
Wake up call.
Yeah.
I don't think I have wake up call.
Did I not send you wake up call?
I don't believe so. Wait.
All right, hold on. Let me go back.
Let me double check, because you might have, and I just hadn't downloaded it yet. Because I'm pretty sure I downloaded them all.
I'll resend it just in case.
I have 1, 2, 3,
So
4,
and
5, 6, 7.
So and by the way, if you hear noises in the background, it is my dear grandmother who is dealing with just some medical issues. So if you hear noises in the background, I do apologize. She's dealing with dementia and Alzheimer's. So she sometimes forgets that we're doing these, and just be patient. We love her, so we're but sometimes she forgets. So just letting y'all know that.
All right.
I hope you have wake up call, because I don't think I have it right here. Of me, hold on, let me
see. I'm just double checking the stuff. No, it's not sent wake up call. Oh, why does my roommate's cat yell at me whenever I'm being productive?
It's okay. Do you need to handle it real quick?
Yeah, I'll be back in just a second. He just wants to go into my roommate's room.
Okay, go yell at him. Anyway, we'll take some comments. Yes, it is a very difficult thing to deal with. So thank you. I don't like talking about it too much, but I don't think I've properly mentioned it here on the channel. Because sometimes I've had people be like, "What's that noise?" or "What's that sound?" And I'm like, "Well, that's what that is." So, but we love her to death. So, it happens sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you.
I had a grandpa who was who had dementia and Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And most of the time he kept to himself, but there are days where he would play our piano and play one song, and just play like one song on repeat.
Yeah.
Over and over and over
So,
again. Yeah.
Over and over and over again. Yeah.
No, I hear ya.
So do we have wake up call, or are we just gonna skip that one for now?
I mean, we have it on YouTube, but I don't have it here on me, and I'm looking online, and I, for some reason, am not finding it, and that's kind of...
For ease of stream, we're gonna skip that for now then, because...
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Then we'll go, let's do Foul Play. That's a good one.
Alright.
Foul Play.
Let me make sure that this is working. because it should be. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, wait, let me just make sure. Let me see. Whoa, it's big.
Oh, hello.
This is
Yes,
so big.
because I didn't know proper dimensions back in those days.
No, I meant like the thing itself. Like,
Oh, well,
let's make it. That's good.
that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Chat. Let me. Okay, wait. Let me actually share on Discord too, so that you guys can hear it.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
And chat. Let me know if you can hear it. Okay, or if I need to turn it up. But yeah.
Whenever you're ready, and then yeah, go for it. I can't hear it. Chelsea?
Yeah, I can't hear either.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
can't.
can't either.
I can't hear it.
D-
Chad, are you able to hear it, or is it just us?
No.
Yeah, chat. Can you hear? I think it might just be you guys. Because what are you watching it on? Are you watching it on Discord?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
okay, there should be no reason you're not hearing it. Or you make sure that the
Chat.
stream ain't muted.
Yeah, we're not muted. Chat says audio is fine, so
I'll
Mhm.
move us over here, and then I will move this over here.
sorry, Chad. Technical difficulties here.
This is our first time doing a watch party like this,
Yes, it is.
so but yeah, I don't
If
know
we
why
need to,
y'all
yeah.
aren't hearing it.
If we need to, we'll go to the YouTube video. I think that's
Yeah, it would be a
Mhm.
bit but yeah, could
You want me to get you the link to the playlist?
I'm not
On YouTube?
streaming YouTube, Mike. It would be
Why?
because it would stink.
Okay.
So instead, what I will do is
You told me.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it's you can't hear it. You should be able to.
NGB says sometimes Discord only streams audio if you are doing full desktop streaming.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then
Let's see what happens.
y'all will have to deal with any echoing. Queen.
Fun.
Oh, lovely.
Let's see
The
how it
stream
sounds.
won't hear it, so that's yeah,
Let's
that's
see.
why that's what I was doing before. NGB, I was streaming the media player, but apparently they couldn't hear it. So
Yes.
all right,
Dissension in the clucking ranks, says everything.
You're so right.
Nah, I was already thrown to the bottom long time ago.
All right, I've turned up the volume.
All right.
Here,
play here. Let's see. Yeah, I still can't hear it.
No.
Yeah, me neither.
What the frick, man? Here, what it maybe?
I think if not, we would have to deal with the echoing of the YouTube stream.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop
What?
streaming on Discord and then I'm gonna try it again with the media player.
Okay.
Because there's literally
what?
no reason you shouldn't be able to hear this.
Right.
In theory.
Oh my lord. Oh, Sammy thinks, "Oh God, loud." So you may need to turn it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm gonna turn
Alright,
it down.
sorry. It's first time doing this.
Listen, guys, we're trying our best. It was
And
too
they're
quiet
all
at
left
first,
deaf.
so this should be a
Yeah.
bit better. Let me just quickly.
Oh,
Oh, now we can hear it.
Working now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
And they're right, it's loud.
Chelsea. Yes. Chelsea.
Still too loud?
It's good now.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Love the music score, by the way.
Thank you.
It's weird seeing everyone without clothes.
I know.
It really is.
This is old William, you're right.
Oh my gosh, two-toned Chucky body too.
Kimberly, Freddie Fox is nasty. You're so right. Well, there we go. That was.
There it is! Yay! That was foul play. Okay.
Clearly, your magnum opus.
Alrighty.
Yeah, right.
So fun fact. Go if you could go to the beginning of the picture
When he does the Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, yeah.
Well, yeah, well, that, but also, so this, just a little bit of a backstory about this particular short. This was the very first Chucky Chicken anything ever written. And Wake Up Call was supposed to be the beginning of this cartoon. So everything and it was completely different. If I can find the original storyboards, I will, and maybe one day we can actually animate it like I really wanted it to, black and white and everything. But so I wrote this all the way back in 2007. So I was in college at the time, and I just created the character, created the world, and I was really inspired by the classic Oswald the Lucky Rabbit cartoons. So I wanted to do like an old school silent Oswald film, and wrote the whole thing. And Chucky was going and visiting all his friends. He visited Chelsea, who back then was named Helen Hen. I'll tell you a little bit more about that later.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of people are going, I wasn't even born, and I'm telling all of you to be quiet right now. So, yeah, so he would go, Chew Chipmunk was actually featured more predominantly in the original version of the cartoon as well. Louie Loon was also featured. There was like this whole epic swimming scene that we had with Louie, and I actually animated it, but I cut it out because I didn't have time. It is a deleted scene. Maybe one day I'll show it to you. But
I think I think you've shown me that one. That's part of this episode, right? Where he's in the inner tube and
Yeah, because originally I had him chasing a fish in a pond and smacking into a wall, because the fish would swim into a little hole, and then his whole head would compress into his body. Angie, there were people born after the Nintendo DS. That's crazy. Yes,
I feel
there
the
were.
same way.
Same thing. 2007. I was reacclimating to life after the Air Force. Oh wow! Well, thank you for your service.
Really?
That's really cool.
Congratulations.
The Air Force. Wow, that's awesome. So, and then of course, Freddie Fox was still the main villain, and he wanted to eat everybody. And there was this epic chase scene where he was chasing everybody, and Tommy was still the one who beat the crowd out of the fox, and everyone cheered. It was very, very funny. It was very silly, very cute. And I decided to wait 7 years, 7 or 8.
As you should.
As I should.
Just gotta make sure
animate it.
everything's
Exactly. And so
Double,
much
triple,
had changed.
quadruple
So-
check.
Yes. So much had changed.
Oh yeah,
since
because
that original. Oh my god.
even
And I still
looking
have-
back at it now, you see that it's Tommy Turkey's luxury coupes. This was back when Tommy Turkey owned basically an apartment complex that everyone lived
That's
in.
right.
And that idea
Yes.
stuck around for quite a while until
long
I
time.
joined the team, actually. And then it was maybe
Yes.
a year after that where we changed things, and
Yeah.
now everyone's
what?
working in the film studio.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna post in the mute chat some of the original concept art for Wake Up Call, or for Foul Play. If I have it, I pray to God I have it. I recently moved everything over from my desktop to a to my hard drive. So, and I for some reason don't have my hard drive on here. Okay, here we go. I have this, so this works. I posted it on the mute chat if you want to share this with everybody. But this was the original Tommy Turkey's apartment coops, and these were the original designs for the characters all those years ago.
Okay.
I don't know
Oh
if you,
wow.
yeah,
Let
yeah.
me.
If you,
I can't see
please,
my mouse cursor, so I'm doing my best here to. Okay.
it's okay.
Okay. Oh.
I want the people to
Copy.
see. Yeah.
Save image.
So
Yeah,
this
Tommy was buff back in the day.
he was, yes. So, as a matter of fact, the younger version of Tommy that we have in the current version of Chucky Chicken is inspired by this older version of Tommy. So, and we made him a little chunkier even in this one. Um, so going back and doing foul play, I really wanted to capture the essence of the classic cartoon, so I reverted all the characters back to their original version, with the exception of Chelsea. Don't worry, Sabi Thang. You'll see in a second.
Yeah,
As soon as
yeah.
Elias,
I was
Elias-
just getting it, and
yeah.
if I could see my cursor, that would be awesome. But I don't know why
Yeah.
I can't right now.
It's
Can I
okay.
just?
You could stop streaming. Yeah, you can go back to OBS so we can all see it. Because
I'm well. That's the thing. I can't see my cursor, so I can't click the stupid eyeball.
shoot, we could see it on our end. That's weird. So the Tommy Turkey luxury coupes, that whole concept came about because my dad actually owns apartment complexes in and around Oswego, Illinois, and at the time he had put these like grassy bushes around one of his units. So I put those bushes in there as a nod to my dad. So Tom, yeah, my dad's name is Tom, so that's why he's called Tommy Turkey. There are three characters that are actually named after relatives in my family. Tommy Turkey, named after my dad and my late granddad, on my dad's side. Louis Loon, who's named after my grandpa, Louis Anthony, and then Johnny Jackrabbit, who's named after my Uncle John.
Okay.
Little fun fact there. So, and as soon as Elias gets the picture up there, we can
trying.
you guys can see it.
Oh no, that wasn't my mouse cursor. Oh.
Oh my lord. So what did you guys think of the cartoon while we're waiting for like
I'm sorry.
I just see mouse.
I'm gonna have
Oh,
to-
We're so close. The
no.
poor mouse.
Can you guys see my mouse right now?
Yes, it's on the. Yes, we can see it on the
Okay,
screen.
tell me when I'm on the eyeball. Cause I can't see it. I don't know why.
What eyeball are you talking about?
Cause I loaded the image in the fan art thing, which is hidden just cause it's easier.
We're looking at the media player
Oh.
still.
Yeah.
Oh well, one.
Yeah, same here.
There we go.
Discord, everyone.
Change window.
There it is.
Oh my god,
There
I
we
fixed
go.
it too. Okay, now okay.
Yay!
There. Oh whoa, this is big.
Oh,
This is
it is a
huge.
big one. It is a big
Let
one.
me unlock that so I can.
Outright
why
great for
it was
internet
like-
animation in 2007. This was actually 2017. So you're gonna see you will see the original.
You will
From-
once I shrink it down to a reasonable size.
Right. And the original cartoon will show another day. Because it's not on here, unfortunately. So
Oh,
Almost
that's
got it.
still so big.
little
Almost
chipmunk
there.
up there. We're almost there.
We're so close.
We're almost there. We're so close.
There we go.
I
There it
There we go.
is.
Beautiful.
There they are, the original gang.
Gang's all here.
There they are. There's Chucky, and there's Helen Hen. You know,
It's the
original
giving
Chelsea.
tree.
the Giving Tree. Oh my gosh.
The Confucius tree.
Chew Chipmunk up there in his little house in the tree. Freddie Fox, Louie Loot. So Chelsea and her mama lived in number 1. Chucky and Louie lived in number 2, and the Badgers lived in number 3.
Ah.
They're very
Yeah,
long
badgers?
apartment buildings.
No
Evidently.
concept. I had no concept.
I'm wondering,
I
was the chipmunk on the side? Did it have a name?
That's Chew.
That's Chew.
That's
Chew
Chew?
Chipmunk. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Chew Chipmunk.
In his
He
earlier
was
design,
yes, in his not so PC look.
yeah.
Because
I
I
like
was
his.
19. Had no
You were
concept of
19 in the early 2000s, and
yes, before
Oh,
woke
it's so
happened. So
different.
yes, yep. Tommy be pretty top heavy. Nasu. Now I don't feel like my OC would be so out of place. Haha, love the grayscale. Thank you. Yeah. So these are the original designs for the characters, and are you zooming in on Chew? Is that what you're doing?
yeah, I
now?
was zooming in on Chew a little bit more,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
now you can see
Yeah, there
everybody
we
a bit
go.
better.
Yeah. So, I love these guys, and what's cool is as they're as they evolved, they didn't stray too far away from the original
Yeah.
look, which I think is
The
really
only
special
ones I
and
would
really
say
cool.
really strayed far from the original look are Chelsea, and
Oh yeah.
I think Tommy's this versus his new look, I would say is probably the biggest change.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
him and Chelsea, I think have the biggest let's say character
Evolution.
differences. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's
Chelsea
why they're related.
100% has the biggest character
She
transformation.
has a whole new name.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta talk about that real quick before we go to the next one. So, yes, Chelsea was originally named Helen Hen. In 2012, I was studying. I was just wrapping up my time at the Art Institute, and I really started getting into Chuck E. Cheese lore. I had learned about the Pizza Time Theater and all that jazz. Like I really, for some reason, was on this big Chuck E. Cheese kick. And then I was reminded about the female chicken character in the show, Chucky or
Chucky
Helen
Chicken.
Henny. No.
Plot twist.
Helen Henny. Helen Henny. I'm so embarrassed. Like that's so. Oh my lord. So as soon as I found out about Helen Henny and realizing, oh my god, we have Chucky Chicken and Helen Hen, I can't use these. I can't use the name. So I changed it to Chelsea Chicken. Um, as a matter of fact, I based Chelsea's design off of a girl that I was dating at the time, who then lent her voice to Chelsea. Um, that was then used in this particular cartoon. We didn't get a chance to make the actual cartoon that she fully voiced Chelsea for, and we had a bit of a falling out and for like a decade until we were able to patch it up. But now she's happily married and all that fun stuff. But anyway,
And not that I'm bitter or anything.
I'm not. Like I'm happy for her.
I'm
Like
kidding.
God bless her. Yes. Yeah. So these could be the in-universe cartoons the characters are making too. You know what? I definitely would love to make more black and white Chucky cartoons. I think that would be so much fun to be able to do that one day, like using the original designs. Tino would kill me because we'd have to do turnarounds for them all over again. But none of you are laughing. Okay.
I'm laughing.
Shut up. Anyway, so yeah, so that was Foul Play, the first ever written and like the third cartoon ever made. So now we're gonna get out of here and we're gonna go to the next one. Do you want to do? You know what? Let's save Chicken Fright for the next
Halloween.
time.
Okay.
Yeah, for Halloween. So then we can play that with Grim Grinning. So Pete is a nightmare. Yeah. Yeah. So, but anyway, moving right along, we're going to go to the next cartoon in the series that we did right after Foul Play, and that was Chicken Trap.
Chicken Trap.
Chicken Trap.
Do I need to switch over the Discord stream?
Yeah, we can't hear
Yeah.
it. I'm sure they can, but we can't.
Let's see if it will work. It worked last time.
It did. Sorry, gang. Give us a quick second. I showed my kitten Nala about Chucky Chicken. She licked the screen on my phone. Oh,
Can you hear?
probably thinks we're delicious. We cannot.
and the sound is still off. Okay.
It worked when I restarted the stream last time, so let's
It
try
did.
this again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
let's try again.
why is it? Why? Okay.
Now we can hear
Oh, we
it.
can hear it.
You may want to go back.
Yeah.
We're gonna restart it again, folks. Sorry.
I'm just gonna preemptively stop and restart the Discord stream next time.
Animal Akbar. It's a chicken trap. The extent of my background skills in 2018.
Hey, you're getting better at trees in this one.
First time that Freddy's in his tuxedo too, or his suit. So yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right, and there's Chicken Trap for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was
I really
That
like
was,
that little animation with Chew, like using his like cane to hop around. I like that a lot.
Nice.
yeah.
So
What else is there?
a lot of notes.
Mhm.
This was the final time that Chucky would have the dual body tones, because up until this one he had black head, white body, and then when we brought him to color we had brown head, tan body. This was the last time that he would have the tan body, so this was fun. It's also the first time that we animated him in his shirt.
That's a good point.
Yeah, his OG shirt.
Mm-hmm.
What else? We first time that we had Freddy as a gangster, which was a lot of fun. First time that we animated Chew. Yeah, this was the first time that we animated Chew. And this was all done on paper. So done on paper and then traced and recolored in Photoshop. Yeah, every single one of these animations was animated in Photoshop, by the way.
Which is,
So-
just so much
Wow.
fun. I remember trying to
Yeah.
animate in Photoshop.
So this was and we were the Acme hole. I wanted to pay homage to Wile E. Coyote with that. So this one came about because my uncle Rob we had just pitched Chucky to Cartoon Network. I had a contact over there, and he basically said, listen, it's cool, but we're not accepting it at this time. But keep going, post stuff on YouTube, make content for YouTube, build a following, and then come back to us. R.I.P. Cartoon Network. So
Yeah.
my uncle came and was like, why don't you do like little animation, like little clips, and then do like a whole bunch of them, and then strategically release them on YouTube. So I did like 5 of them, which we're gonna watch today, and I could not release a single one of them for a whole year, and it just stunk. But I did them all, and yeah, that was that was a tough year, a very tough year, and my brother and my uncle had a lot of say in the story and the characters and stuff like that, and it really I don't know. I love my family. Don't get me wrong, but they didn't really quite get where I was wanting to go with the show and the series. But
Yeah.
they did push me to get these 5 done, and I'm very proud of what we were able to do throughout 2018. Um, Save me thing, Warner Brothers. This is the most beautiful tax write-off I've ever seen.
And
Oh.
NGB, I've definitely heard that pitching to Cartoon Network is really difficult, but I have heard that Adult Swim is a bit easier. It's a bit more like people are more willing there to kind of take
Right.
chances on things.
Well,
Um,
well, I will go ahead. I'm sorry.
because like there's been a lot of people who have gotten shows on there, like Psychic Pebbles with
Right.
Smiling Friends, which I adore.
Right.
I think it's hilarious, and
Yeah.
there's been a lot of interesting, like I wouldn't call it horror, but weird psychological mind effery that shows up. I think it was on. It was like something like PSAs or I forget. There was like a block that had like some interesting stuff like uh unedited footage of a bear. This house has people in it. Some really interesting stuff like that. It kind of depends, but I wouldn't be surprised if at this point now it's also pretty difficult to pitch to Adult Swim. But I mean, aren't
Well,
they showing a bunch of the old Cartoon Network stuff on Adult Swim now?
yeah, it's the checkered past that where they're showing all of those old cartoons.
Mhm.
First of all, I did not know that Psychic Pebbles and Oni were rejected from their first cartoon pitch, so that's really encouraging. Secondly, the contact that I had at Cartoon Network, I met when I was at college, and at the time, I'm not going to say his name, but he was a recruiter for Disney, and then he had moved to Cartoon Network, and now he is currently over at Nickelodeon. So I pitched
Oh,
him when he
nice.
was at Disney. I pitched him when he was at Cartoon Network. He has yet to answer my calls over at Nickelodeon.
Listen, this time it's
So
really good. This time I swear.
Third time's a charm, I swear.
We actually
well,
have
I
like a
mean,
show now with a plot.
he he is a fan. He we're Facebook friends, so I message him every once in a while, and he does respond. He's just super busy. I mean, I
Oh,
as
I
a
could only
exec
imagine.
as a Nick exec would be. So, um,
Mhm.
yes, he executive he exec produced Steven Universe over at Cartoon Network.
Oh,
So that's your
Oh,
interesting.
nice.
yes, that's your only
Mm.
clue that I'm giving you. So, but anyway, what else about this cartoon? My brother was the model for Chew when he was popping up the hole. Because he didn't like the way that I animated before, so he was like, "Give me your phone," and he went ahead and he, uh, basically mimed it out. Um, what else?
What I
Uh,
can notice right off the bat is that we kind of like Freddy from this point on, his design doesn't change too much. He still
right.
has that gangster look, but what I like about Freddy now is let me grab a little picture of Freddy here.
While
Is
he's
that
doing that, go ahead. I'm sorry. Savvy Thing made this awesome comment. Quote: "We actually look like a show now with a plot." No, we can't go forward then. We're all about jingling key rings these days.
Oh, you're
You said
so
right.
right. But what's
You said
kind of
right.
cool about Freddy's design now is that him and Chucky have a similar little accent color in this teal, and I think that that's really fun because they're kind of complete opposites. They're kind of foils to one another, and it kind
Yeah.
of ties them together in that way. And
Yeah.
the only real noticeable change is that it Freddy's outfit went from this kind of more gray tone to a more like navy blue kind of look, and his
Yeah.
colors changed a little bit, but otherwise it's basically still the same design.
I will. I will go ahead and admit it right here and now. I have no qualms about it because he's not this character anymore. But when we first created Freddy Fox, me and my brother, it really was it was Brer Fox from Song of the South. I'm not gonna lie. We wanted to bring that character back. Not again. I was 18, 19 years old when we did it. It was really dumb. However, years went by, and my brother looked at me and he said, "You know, we should probably change the fox." I'm like, "Yeah, we probably should." And us being Italian, we wanted to basically do something with our Italian roots. And so he's like, "Well, why don't we make him a gangster? Because that'd be fun." And we're like, "You know what? Sure, why not?" And it stuck. And my brother Alex was the original voice of Freddy Fox back in the day. So he's very, very particular about Freddy. And as a matter of fact, when he had to forego the role because of my two adorable little nieces who came into the world and took up a lot of his time, I had him as a part of the selection process to find the current voice of Freddy Fox, who was played exponentially better
No shade to
by
my brother or anything, but
by Ted Hazard. But I will say this: when we played Ted's audition tape for uh, for Alex, he had the biggest smile on his face, so I knew that was the right choice. So yeah, speaking of Brer Fox, I was stunned to see him in the Xbox Disneyland. I was too. But I mean, again, it was Splash Mountain. Like I think that's probably the last ever thing that we'll see those characters in.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah,
you
I think
know,
you showed me clips of that. That's like the
yeah,
3D one where,
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. I actually have every single bit of dialogue from Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, and Brer Bear clean audio from that game. So um,
Once
it's
they
on
go into
YouTube.
the public domain.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, shall we move on to
Brian,
the next thing?
yeah. Any questions or any comments on this particular cartoon? Did we lose people because of that last comment, or
I don't know,
are
man.
we still
I
good?
think we're
Or
good. I can't
okay,
I can't keep an eye on the YouTube stream at the moment, so I can
oh,
keep up with the chat because the chat plugin on OBS is working right now, so that's great. That's
oh,
how I've
is
been
it?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it here on YouTube, so directly, so which is fine. AGB, I mean, it's a crime they gaslit me into watching a live action movie just like Kangaroo Jack and the Pink Panther by mistake. Wait, what?
Oh god,
I don't.
do you
Talking about,
not know
we're
about Kangaroo
talking
Jack?
about like a
Oh, I know about Kangaroo Jack. Yeah, wait.
Okay, but do you
I think you're
actually
thinking
know
about
about
Song of the South.
Kangaroo Jack though?
I know it's a movie.
Okay,
It's a bad movie.
what do you think Kangaroo Jack is about?
A, a, a bunch of guys going after a kangaroo,
No.
trying to get the Jack. Okay.
It's basically it originally it was supposed to be like this. I forget what rating it was, but it definitely wasn't supposed to be like PG or PG-13 or whatever. It was
Uh
supposed
huh.
to be this like raunchy adult comedy, and then it didn't do well. So they added this scene where I think a guy has like this drug trip about
This
a
dream
kangaroo.
sequence.
Yeah, a dream
Yeah.
sequence about a
Right.
kangaroo. And then they just used that one scene for all of the marketing so that people would go see this
Right.
movie thinking that it was about this this funny rapping
Oh
kangaroo,
my
but it
This wise
God.
absolutely
Right.
this
wasn't.
wise ass kangaroo. This wise ass rapping kangaroo, and I was so convinced. I,
Everyone was.
you're wrong for that, wrong Warner Brothers. You were wrong for that.
They made up for
Boo
it
this
later with a
man.
crappy direct to DV animated sequel. Yes, exactly. Same thing.
Yeah.
All right. So that's Chicken Trap. Let's go on down the line to the next one.
Which would be Burger Battle?
No, that would be Abracadabra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
No, you're good.
We can hear it on our end. I don't know if it's streaming on
It
their
should
end
be.
yet. Already.
Okay.
I know that we're lagging a little bit. first margarita appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Well, that was nice. That was definitely something.
That was horrible. That's what it was. I cringe at some of these cartoons sometimes.
Your words, not mine.
So yeah, that was Abra Cluckdabra. It was originally known as the Magic Show, and as soon as Alliyas comes back, you know, we'll keep
Get to the
moving
next one.
forward. Yeah, we'll move to the next
Mhm.
one. But yeah,
I like that
so
it's the first time you see Margarita, though.
it
Is
was
it
the
the first
very
time?
yes, a lot of firsts for this one. It
Mm.
was the first time that we saw Chucky in a tuxedo. It was the first
Mhm.
time that showed him in the theater. The building itself, the theater, is actually based off of the um, the Paramount Theater in Aurora, and it's
Ah.
named the Taria Theater after a young lady that I was dating once upon a time, and
Hmm.
she did not like the fact that I named it the Taria Theater, so she was not too thrilled about that. But it's okay; we will change it later. Um, it was the last time that my brother voiced Freddie, and that was him singing "Lazy Mary" by Lou Monte, great Italian
Mhm.
song.
Mm.
Um, it was also the first time that we saw a bunch of characters in the background.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
I
Keep
was
going.
about to say, what is that?
That
Um,
that was my phone.
oh, okay.
Or my iPad.
Oh, there you go. Um, Gosh, what else was it? It was also the first Margarita cartoon. Very different than the Margarita that we have today.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
very different. Um, we also had Rolly McCluckin in the Rolly Rooster in the theater. We
In the
had
art.
Louie Loon
Mhm.
in there. We had the Badgers, Barry and Bernie, right in the front row.
Yeah, I
That was the
saw.
first time.
Yeah, I saw them. Hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and Chew made an appearance in that one too, which was fun. Um, those sparkles were an absolute nightmare to animate. This
I
one
can imagine.
was yeah, this one was the toughest cartoon to do. I wanted to do a magic show. My uncle and my brother vehemently begged me not to, but I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna do it anyway." Because I stuck to my guns, and unfortunately, it turned out to be one of the worst Chucky cartoons that I did. I'm not gonna lie. It was very ambitious. The crowd scenes were pretty ambitious. I mean, there's good things about it, but it really, uh, I wish we could go back and redo it. But anyway, your thoughts. Welcome back, Elias. By the way.
Well. Hmm. Well, it. There's some parts that could have they could have added more to, like where the magic sparkles came from in the first place, and
Right. Well, the
I got
goal.
nothing.
Oh, well, okay. So the goal was to make a 1 minute animated cartoon a month.
Got it.
So yeah, from like storyboard to final render, it was supposed to take exactly 1 month to do a 1 minute animated
Hmm.
short. So I would hello Curry. Um, we're we're rewatching classic Chucky cartoons. So if you would like to hop in and join us, you're more than welcome to. And we're commenting on them. So join us if you're able. Welcome back, Elias.
Yeah.
Angie, stop convincing yourself it's bad. You need to remember this is what you could do at the time. Remember how far you've come. Don't be ashamed. Oh, yes, an episode. Thank you, Angie. That's very sweet. Yes, a full 1 minute Chucky cartoon a month, and that was. But it was between 30 seconds to a minute. The goal was to make 12 cartoons in 2018. I made 5. It was a rough year.
Still so ambitious.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was
Mhm.
very ambitious. It really was.
After,
I mean,
I have to admit that. I mean, that's a lot more. That's definitely a lot more effort than I would have had back in those years.
well, I was, Chucky had nothing for like for about 10 years at that point. There was Wake Up Call and Chicken Trap, and then there was the remake of, oh no, Chicken Fright, excuse me. And then there was the redo of Wake Up Call and Foul Play probably about 5 years later, because there was a 5 year gap that I was doing Hodgepodge Tonight, which was this live action animated variety show that I did for a number of years. It's on YouTube somewhere. Look it up if you'd like. I'm not. You know what? Don't look it up. It's bad. I don't want anybody to watch that garbage. It's still family friendly and everything, but that took up a lot of my time, and I didn't do any animation during that time, which was really sad. And then finally, when I got back into Chucky Chicken, I started with the cartoon The Barn Dance, which only got through the animatic. I didn't even get a chance to animate it. So that was sad. But for these cartoons, that we did in 2018, they were, done in a month. Get them in the can, get a process going, get a pipeline going, get them done out the door, put them in the can, hold on to them, get on to the next one. That was the mindset, right? So, um, so for a month's time, and this one I think took 3 months to do. This was a long one, so
Yeah.
this was a very, very tough one for me to do. Alliyas, your thoughts on Abracadabra?
I mean, have we touched on the fact that we're kind of revisiting this in the pilot?
We have not.
So yeah, this is one of the shorts that we're kind of bringing back in the pilot in its own way. It's different, of course.
Yes.
Instead of Chucky being
The magician.
the magician, we have Louis acting as the magician, and
Yes.
we still
And
kind of
that's
have
our-
we still kind of have Margarita's still there.
Yes, but that's all we're gonna say
Yeah.
about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, go back to the crowd shot. I gotta talk about this real quick.
There you go.
Yeah. So we saw the Badgers, and then there's Chew, the older Chucky. That's Rolly McRooster, and then of course Louie with his long blonde hair that he had for a couple years, and then Tommy, and then in the very back you can see Johnny Jackrabbit, Bruno Bronco, and Chelsea are all back there too.
Oh wow.
So
What is Chew
Yeah.
eating? Is that a hot dog?
no, that is a hollowed out acorn with green tea.
I don't see
Okay.
any green in there. I
Yeah. I don't
You
see any
gotta
green
look
in there either,
real
partner.
close.
yeah. I like that
I don't
idea
know.
though.
Oh, my mother loves that idea. He has a hollowed out acorn tea set. So
Well, that's kind of. Do I have the? Let me see if I have
yes,
the actual.
Louis is giving Shaggy vibes. Yeah, Louis had that wig for a little while. And it is a wig, so it is canon that it is a wig.
Oh, I thought I had the colored version of the Chew thing. Okay, wait, let me pull up Chew because like he has like the acorn on his staff still. So what I think would be cool is if he
Yes.
could like unscrew it and use it as a teacup.
Yes, 100%. Make it done. Make it so. It's gonna happen. So, but yeah, that was Abracadabra. It was a phase. Yeah, Louis. Well, Louis. We'll talk about Louis in another episode. But anyway, let's go on to the next one here.
All right, and is the next one Burger Battle?
The next one is Fire Hosed.
Dang, I got my.
Yeah, Burger Battle was the last one. It was.
Okay.
It was. Yeah, Chicken Trap, Abracadabra, Fire Hose, Snowplow, and Burger Battle. So.
Alrighty.
All right. And the next one.
You guys can still hear?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. And then you never see that Dalmatian again.
No.
I don't need. He's just an incidentary character in that short only.
That's right. Oh my gosh,
He was
him
just
and
busy.
Don Julio too.
Well,
We've
Don
never seen-
Julio was like a character that we had ideas for, it just never really went anywhere.
Right.
And I think we'll
Exactly.
probably bring the ideas we
Oh,
had
we
for
will.
Don Julio back with probably a
Yeah.
different character. I feel
Yeah,
like
can
Don Julio sort of evolved into Silky Sly as far as like
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? And you know what was awesome about him? He was voiced by Griffin Puatu. And Griffin Puatu would later go on to do Beastars.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
nice.
wait, who is he the one that voices Louis?
No, in Beastars?
Yeah.
I don't. Hold on, let me.
What
look. Hold on.
animal is he?
I think he's a wolf. I think
He's
or
Legoshi?
hold on, let me look. No,
No, that's
he's
not-
Lewis. He's
Lu-
Lewis.
yeah,
Yes,
Louis.
he's Louis in Beastars.
That's so cool.
Ironically enough, both he and Michael Kovac auditioned for Chucky Chicken around the same time, and I loved Griffin. I did. I loved Griffin so much. I don't speak with him as much anymore, unfortunately, which is really really sad. But he could we go back to like the first shot of the three of them on the construction site?
Right here?
Thank you. Yeah. So Louis was voiced by Tony Widges. Griffin was Don Julio, and then Luca Bacon was actually voiced by oh my gosh, Dave. Oh my god. Can we go back to the credits real quick? I'm sorry. Oh my gosh.
Oh, the credits.
Like Dave, good lord, what's his full name? David G. Van Sice Sr. Yes, David Van Sice. Amazing guy, very sweet. He was the original Luca Bacon. Okay, go back to the.
I don't. The dog does not have a credit in here, so
Yes, it is Dalmatian.
Dalmatian.
Yeah. Before Perry Keat, there was Dalmatian. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to do. I really, and what was special about it was my little sister had just become a firefighter. Hello, Matthew. My little sister had just become a firefighter, so she was really, if you can scroll forward to the next shot of the fire truck and everybody. Yeah, she was very like particular about how the fire truck would look, how the uniforms would look. And she was like absolutely like number one, like it's so important to just the look and the feel of the truck. She wanted to be authentic, and good on her because that one took me a long time to do. I essentially just traced a fire truck. is what I
Yeah,
did
well,
for
you
this
know,
thing.
cars are hard. I don't.
They
They're
really
hard
are.
to draw.
They really are. So first appearance of Luca Bacon, first appearance of Janice Jackrabbit. And back then she was not a little bunny girl. She was actually Johnny Jackrabbit's girlfriend.
Yes, I believe at this point
Yes.
she was his girlfriend, and then we changed
Girlfriend.
it so that Janice was his little sister.
Yes.
Right now, I'm not even sure where she stands in the show.
She's coming back. She'll be back.
She'll come back. I feel like we might tweak her a bit still, so
Yeah,
that she fits a bit better in the setting. But
yeah,
because I do still love her design, so I'd like to keep her around.
Yeah, I would too, 100%. But and then of course Margarita, we kind of made her the Squidward of these three. Very grumpy. She doesn't say anything, but you could just tell that she's not happy to be there. She gets stuck with all the grunt work.
And what's kind of funny is that role has kind of shifted onto Vero, and now it's more the main girl squad is Chelsea, Vero, and Margarita mainly, and then
and Anna.
Yeah, and Anna, but we haven't featured her in as much stuff with them.
No, yeah, that's true.
Which we should.
We really need to.
Next time I do a speed draw, I'll do something with all of them.
Very cool. Yes, because we love our women and the Featherton Firehouse. If you go forward a little bit, there's a sign. This was a lot of fun. Nope, keep going. It's like right at the end, I think, actually. It's right after there it is. There it is. Established 1994. 1994. Yeah, so because my little sister was born on January 23rd of 1994.
So she's a few months older than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to make it all about you. We made the firehouse established in 1994, and there's like a bunch of 23s all throughout the short.
Okay.
And there's also a rubber ducky hidden in every one of the cartoons, starting with Abracadabra. I forgot to mention it. There's a rubber ducky.
I didn't mention
hidden in every cartoon.
Yeah, can you
you
spot it?
Can you see the rubber ducky?
I see. Yeah, I see. It's in the it's in the window. It's inside the it's inside the fire. It's inside the fire engine, right next to the left door or right door.
Yeah, that would be the right door.
Good on you. Good on you, Malcolm. There you go. Yeah, so many shout out to the loved ones. Absolutely, because I love my family. They played a big part in
and she'd be there, Dora there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you click on it?
Yeah. So I wanted to pay as much homage to. Oh, and Chelsea is voiced by my little sister in this cartoon as well.
Oh, nice.
Which is very cool. Yeah, because, the girl that was Chelsea, we weren't talking anymore. So therefore, Chelsea wasn't talking. So my sister stepped in, which was really nice of her. But yeah, I really, there's my awesome background. Again, I did everything. All the visual stuff you see. I really love this because it was the first time that I used After Effects, especially with animation, especially for this shot with the pan of all the characters. It also was really one of the first times that we did the flashing lights were super cool to do on the construction barrier. This was a lot of fun. I really, I did enjoy Fire Hose. The music was I think I gave credit to the musician. He does everything, Kevin McLeod. So I took one of his songs and used it for this particular cartoon. Because Kevin McLeod is just like internet royalty when it comes to music.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah. And there's the three girls. And by the way, those uniforms, they are authentic to the firefight. Yeah. Every patch, every belt loop, like everything is authentic. So I was harassed to make sure that it was done the right way. So, but yeah, that's Fire Hose. Let's go on to the next one. Any thoughts on Fire Hose before we get going, though?
That was good. I also liked it. I mean,
I like Fire Hosed.
No notes. No notes.
I think an interesting thing is how you can kind of see in the background, in this, you can kind of see how you're trying to figure out, like, how is the hair going to work, and you can see it's kind of like, okay, the hair is going to be the same color as, like, the head to blend in,
Yeah.
but now we've kind of evolved to where they can just have hair. It doesn't really matter.
Right, exactly. And of course, those colored pupils with those.
Oh, God, yeah.
The pupil eyes.
I'm so glad we got rid of that.
Those stuck around for a long time. For a while, those stuck around. At least 2 years.
So, Snowplowed or Burger Battle?
Snowplowed. Snowplowed is next. Still love this graphic of Chucky.
Yeah. You can see you're getting better with backgrounds every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The perspective is getting better.
Yeah. Again, all animated in Photoshop. Yep, he has a MasterCard. Which he bought the flamethrower with.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a write-off.
It is, yeah.
Rubber ducky plow.
There's
Oh
a
my
rubber
god.
ducky again.
No, you didn't see the original Rubber Ducky.
This is true. Kevin McLeod.
Wow, no credits?
No, these were like I did all the stuff in the description. So yeah, I just want yeah. So Snowplowed, NGG, perfect representation of life in Michigan. Yes. So this was actually the year of that massive freeze that we had. So
Oh yeah.
so I
This is
of course
just
had
Canada
to,
every winter.
I had a bright red Toyota Yaris at the time,
Little
which
Yari.
worked perfectly. Yes, a little Yari, so that worked perfectly for Chucky's car. There is a hidden rubber ducky in there, so
Yeah, it's in the car.
Well,
It is
not
in
well,
the
not so
car.
hidden. Oh,
Yeah.
oh no, never mind. Never
There's
mind.
two.
yeah,
There are two.
yeah. So obviously Chucky's house no longer looks like this, but I really wanted to capture the cold that is the Midwest in January.
Yeah.
Chucky's winter gear. I gave him Stan Marsh's hat from South Park.
Yeah, I
But
was
it also-
gonna I was gonna make a
Yeah.
comment, but I wasn't sure if that was intentional or not.
Well, there's a couple of different colors for that. So it's also Chicago Cubs. It's also Marmy and Academy's colors. And I had a hat that was blue and red with a little red pomp on it. So, and I did have a fur like collared gray jacket. So I had all that stuff and black boots. So I basically anything I wore during that time, Chucky wore. So,
Hey, you
And yes.
draw what you know.
exactly. So, and the license plate D15N3Y88. I'll let you decipher that one for yourself, gang. And yeah, I'm okay. So, go forward a little bit. I'm so mad
What?
because if you go, can we play the scene where Freddy appears?
Oh.
Okay, right here. Look at the road.
I love that you have the background moving, but the road stays still.
No. So mad.
It seems like the ride from Willy Wonka.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was supposed to be the crazy fox doing his thing, so I mean, I'm so mad about that darn road. Oh, and then rubber ducky plowing to do 2 rubber ducks because my brother was
It
Freddy
looks
at the
like
time.
the vehicles has taken up 2 lanes.
Yeah, yeah,
Freddy would.
100%. Freddie would. So this was a lot of fun, and obviously, Freddie no longer is trying to catch Chucky to eat him. Now he's just being a jerk, which I can appreciate, and I can this was a lot of fun. This was my uncle's favorite. It still is my uncle's favorite of the ones that we did. Um, it was done the quickest. The story was pretty much solidified from day one. The designs were done pretty quickly. If I would, I mean, we're gonna go back and redo these anyway, but obviously we'd make sure that Chucky's house is correct.
Yeah.
We gotta give Chucky an old timey car, like a little bug. I think that
Yeah.
just would be so fun because that just fits him. And yeah, I really
Wait a minute.
I
I thought Chucky took the trolley.
well,
He could be he could be cleaning Tommy's car.
you know what? Oh my God, yes, there we go. See, we're rewriting this the whole time. There we go. I love it. Anyway, I was thinking the Phantom Tow Booth. Whoops. Wait, what a meanie. Anyway, and I love how Freddy's neck is like just out in space and
Yeah.
not quite connected to anything. That's a joy. So, so yeah, that was snowplowed. What are your guys' thoughts on this one?
I like it. I think that this is kind of starting to get closer to kind of what we want the show to be. Like as
Yeah,
far as like the writing and stuff.
yeah,
And just like the antics. It's less of a full on slapstick kind of thing, and it's more of a relatable, like, what the heck, man, sort of thing.
yeah.
What the heck?
Why do you do that? I mean, that last frame of Chucky just like kind of says it all. And the the fall of the shovel, I think, is one of my favorite parts ever. I adore that. So yeah, so that's snowplowed, baby. Say me thing. Instead of a Model T, Chucky could drive a Model Cheap. It's not bad. I like that. Or a Model C. Kim is getting Starbucks right now. Cool, cool.
Nice.
Alrighty, let's move on to the next one, which I think is the last one for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, because
set
we're
of
not doing
cartoons.
Zappa Lantern.
No,
We're saving
yeah,
Zappa
we're gonna
Lantern and the other
for
and,
next.
yeah.
Yes,
For
for next
closer
for
to
later on.
Halloween, yeah.
Yes, we'll do a whole Halloween special.
Rock, paper, scissors?
You're on.
One,
2, 3.
shoot!
What the heck was that?
I played rock.
Before Louis got his accent, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was still the. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So. All right, Burger Battle. This a lot of firsts. The first time that we had multiple characters talking in a cartoon. We had Mayor Downy Feather for the first time ever, and he was played by Chase McCaskill, aka the Chase Face Show.
Oh, cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
so he was a part of the show for a little while. I love Chase. He is a very dear friend. And he was the mayor for a little bit. I may get him back to to do the mayor again. But he stepped away from the show for a little bit.
Yeah.
The last 2 cartoons, if you noticed, were not Chucky Chicken cartoons. They were a Chelsea cartoon, and then this one is Chucky Presents Johnny Jackrabbit. So, although technically this could have been a Louis Loon cartoon because he
Yeah.
kind of came out on
Yeah.
top. Um,
True.
so it's Don Julio and Johnny Jackrabbit fighting over a hamburger. I voiced Don Julio in this one because I could not get a hold of Griffin. And Johnny was voiced by his original voice actor, Zach Arbogast. And then,
Okay.
yeah. I feel really bad because Zach is a tremendous voice actor. I'm gonna get him back on the show. He and I had a bit of a parting of ways due to the way just this. Again, this production period of Chucky history was so tumultuous and just a lot of tension and a lot of. It was just a really rough time because my family was trying to keep it a family thing. Like they wanted no outside voices. They wanted nobody really talk because they were like, Chucky's
Yeah.
your character. Like you need to keep control of your character. And meanwhile, I'm thinking, I'm not that good. Like I need people to help, and I need people to like, bless you. Um, yeah, exactly. The grind created. I was under a lot of pressure. This was a very tough one to do, but it came out really well. The lip sync turned out really, really fun. I loved the character. This was based off of the Budweiser commercial, paper scissors, where the guy threw a rock
Yeah.
and said, "What was that?" It's like I played rock, and he takes the last beer. I didn't want to do beers, so we did burgers. And yeah,
I just
really
love this. What?
Wait,
You
what-
killed those guys.
It's those,
a lot of
it's
fun
those
with
dumb,
the
It's those take on those dumb jokes that that
Yeah.
you throw it in as a silver gag.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
though the quality doesn't look right, you got the comic timing spot on.
Yeah.
Well, again, it was just me doing all the work, so I mean, and it was all done in Photoshop too. So you like take that into account. Um, I love the facial expressions of the mayor. I think I really push those the most. Speaking of burgers, I got a sausage cheddar egg sandwich. Very cool. Um,
Nice.
Yeah, so Burger Battle, this was kind of again the next step. Every cartoon I wanted to be better and better and better. So I focused on lip sync and voice acting for this one. And I think it paid off. I really think the backgrounds again, I put a lot of detail into that rock. I was so proud of that rock. I like that boulder. That's a
That's a
nice
boulder.
boulder. Um,
Alright.
But yeah, so what are your guys' thoughts? And be honest.
I mean, I like this one a
It was
lot.
pretty
I
good.
think this
I like
one has
Yeah, me
like
too.
the best comedic
Yeah, I like to
timing.
remake that.
Oh, we're gonna be remaking them all eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
What I think is
Probably
kind of
the-
cool
yeah.
is that like the mayor in this, I feel like the design for like this iteration of the design kind of evolved into Cecil Siegel, and now the mayor looks a lot different.
Yeah, he did. And it was the first time that I separated the color of the beak from the eyes with the mayor.
Oh.
That is a good point.
Yeah, so that was a headache and a half.
I
But-
can imagine.
Yes, but I liked, cuz it was funny cuz I'm looking at like classic, Disney designs. I feel like this one could have ended on an iris out with the twitching feet. Yeah, I wanted to do twitching feet, but the timing didn't look right. So it did I ran out of time to do the twitch. But and I remember again looking at the character lineup of like the Mickey gang, and I noticed that Goofy had the two shades. Like his eyes are just like eye color, and his face was
Face
flesh
color.
colored. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
thank you. So I thought, you know what? Let's try it with the mayor, and it was interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, he definitely stands out.
Yeah.
it does.
Definitely.
Yeah. I really like
Yeah.
doing these character like, and Chuck. I love this. I love how Chucky Chicken did not appear in this cartoon, which is very weird to say, right? Because he's like the star. But what's cool about it is it shows that these characters don't necessarily need him, but they can go off and have their own adventures and do their own thing, and they have their own unique personalities that are not tied to Chucky, which I
Yeah.
think was very good.
Yeah.
I think that's always kind of a fun thing is when you have these shows and you have like the titular character that is the focus most of the time, and then you get the
Right.
focus on like the secondary characters and fleshing
Yeah.
them out a bit more. I always like seeing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just kind of nice. It's kind of like, oh yeah, there's like other things in this world.
Exactly, right? Which
Mhm.
is always a good thing. So, but yeah, so I am. I really I do love Burger Battle. I think the last three, Fire Hose, Snowplow, and Burger Battle, out of I call them the Feathered Five. Um, those
Okay.
three are my favorite. I do love those three very very much, and would all lead up to the next one, which we're not going to show because
Yeah.
we're holding that off for Halloween. We'll watch the live stream.
Yeah, we've got
Mhm.
3 different ones we can watch on Halloween if we want to
Yes,
include the PSA that we did.
4.
4.
Yeah, Chicken Fright, Zappa Lantern, PSA, and Grim Grinning.
Oh yeah, 4.
We have 4. Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
yeah. So, but yeah, so that is. I think that's all the cartoons that we have, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you guys think of the origins of Chucky Chicken?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I especially. I mean, it's clear. It's clear that you have like a that you have that you have a spot in your heart for this character, and
Yeah.
that you spent years, and the fact that you spent so much time, making shorts for him on Photoshop, no less, is really admirable.
That's a word for it. But no, I thank you, Malcolm. That's very sweet, and I love these shorts. They're very fun to go back to, and I really never had the chance to do this. Um, I've wanted to. I will say this. I've seen our dear friend Mark Lavallo, who does the music for our show. Um, he did a show, a series years ago called Ed's World Recapped. That was kind of how I discovered him, believe it or not, was from his recap of the show. And I loved what he did, and my dream has been and will always be for him to do a video series of him tackling the Chucky series. So maybe day he'll do it.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he didn't join us here, so it would be kind of fun to, to hear what he has to say about it. But yeah, so uh, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
It
Yeah.
was nice to go back down memory lane and let's see. Sabi Thang says Rocco's Modern Life had that one great gag where Heifer was helping Mr. Bighead golf against his boss, and Rocco was only in one scene to join in a mass scream of death. Yeah, oh, that is true. It's called the Chucky
Yeah,
Chicken
it's
Show,
very
not the
true.
Chucky Truman Show. Yeah, that is also true.
Yeah,
Angie
that's
B
very
also
true.
says, genuinely, the pursuit of improvement and the persistence of vision after all this time is very admirable and even inspiring. Thank you. That's very
Yeah.
sweet. I love the fact that so many people. I don't try and inspire people with these. Like I do cartoons that I think will be funny, and I think people will like. So, I'm very thankful that other people have like latched onto uh, these cartoons in the way that they have. And wait until you hear what we have coming up in the future, because I have a lot of ideas that I will be sharing in the next stream. But we are going to be wrapping up this one because we are actually going almost a half hour over than we normally do. But I love you guys so much, and I wanted to make up for the last week.
Yeah.
Last
So
week,
we went over.
Mm.
Yes. Final thoughts before we depart. Dana, why don't you give us some final thoughts?
I think you've. I really liked watching it. I had seen a few of these, but I hadn't seen quite a few of them, and I honestly love the fact that the animation has changed so much. The character design has changed. Like, even the voices and everything has changed so much. And I love seeing that progression. And I've told you this before. Like, first time I saw Chucky, there was something adorable about him that I wanted to keep watching him. And this makes me, the old cartoons makes him look so fluffy and adorable. I want to hug him.
Oh, thank you.
Like,
That's really sweet.
I want a plushie of Chucky Chicken, this old version now.
Oh yeah,
Like, I just want.
we definitely want to do
We need
plushies.
one.
You know what? I would be down for a old version Chucky plush too, like with the two-tone body, like with with the tan body.
Just that one. I want
my
one.
God.
Either as a plushie,
Oh.
a pillow. I don't care. I need one. I need to squeeze in.
Oh, there is one actually.
Is there?
Yes. I. Oh God. I will find a picture. I will send it to you. But
Yes.
I actually commissioned a bunch of Chucky Chicken dolls to be made in 2013. There were 10 of
Whoa.
them that were made, and I gave them away to family and friends. Some of them, unfortunately, have been destroyed over the years by dogs and children, but,
Yeah, that makes
whatever.
sense.
But there was one character that was made, one of one, and that was Chew Chipmunk. And my mother
Aw.
actually is in possession of the only Chew. And maybe, if you guys are nice, I can see if I can get my mom onto the Cluckin Crew live stream, and maybe she can show
that
you
would be
Chew.
nice.
That would be
Yeah.
That'd be
cool.
great.
Yeah.
I love to hear her thoughts
Uh,
on everything too. But
Yeah.
anyway, all right, Malcolm, your final thoughts.
My final thoughts: you have come a very long way since 2018, or maybe a little further than that. But
Thank you.
and honestly, the fact that you managed to make something even bigger, just from something that started so well, pardon the phrase, simple. It it is like I said, it's something that's very admirable and just absolutely astounding.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't mean this to be like a a praise Mike fest. Like I get weird about this. I want your thoughts on the cartoons, and I think if anybody's going to be honest about it, it's going to be our next speaker. Go ahead, Matthew. What are your thoughts?
Well, as someone who's into artsy film festival like independent animated short films sort of stuff, I don't know if these cartoons like this will stand out among the rest that I saw. Compared to what I've seen before, it's like you're trying to cater to a younger audience, but and the cartoons like they're like an homage, really, but but try to come up with something original in that sort of style might be a challenge to you nowadays, but you somehow pull it off in in the matter of a few periods of time that you have in those shorts.
Thank
You
you.
understand? You understand?
I guess. I don't know. I'm worried that you're gonna get a bunch of hate comments
No,
here in the chat.
no, Matthew's saying that like the show has come a long way, and from its humble beginnings as more of an homage to other things, you've grown
Yeah.
to create something unique. Is that what you're saying, Matthew?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and
I'm
I think
thinking-
I think the remake will enhance it a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for being my interpreter, Elias.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Alrighty. And speaking of which, go ahead, close us out, my friend Elias. What are your final thoughts?
Well, for me, it's just really cool to see the evolution of the show from what it was, just because it's so different, and the fact that you can kind of see the beginnings of like what the show would become, like even in these older cartoons, like especially later on with like Fire Hosed and Snowplowed and this particular
Yeah.
cartoon. I think that there was always that kind of that little ember of like what the show would become, and now that like we're working on it, working on the pilot and everything, now it's kind of seeing all of that come to fruition, and I think that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, thank you, Pally. Yeah, it is a lot of fun seeing the germs of everything come before into what we're doing today. Um, it's been a wild ride. 14 years of Chucky Chicken. So, um, and I just want to say thank you to all of you who are helping us, who are helping me make the show a reality. And thank you to all of you who are watching the show and are fans, because we love you too. Couple of thoughts here from Sabi Thing. An hour well spent. Oh, thank you. Farnoggin says, we love you too. Stay clucking. Sabi Thing then says, more 20s Inkblot Chucky. Yes. Yes, we will be having more of him. Tom Lapsley, keep it up. Angie B, thanks for the stream. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Yes, and we hope you have a wonderful evening too. This has been so much fun. We got to make more so we can do this again in like another 10 years.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes. So, but if you want to see more cartoons made quicker, obviously the best way that you can do that is by either joining us on Patreon or becoming a member of our channel. Every little bit goes to making sure that we continue to make more awesome, cool Chucky cartoons in the future. Please be sure to check us out on.
If you are like, I don't know if I want to do like this monthly thing, we do have merch. We have a Chucky Chicken mug with Chucky Through the Ages, which is pretty cool. We got some cool
That's
t-shirts.
Right. Show the website.
Up. Let me find.
Hold on, I'll give you a link.
Yeah,
for it.
give me the link.
All right, hold on.
And I'll share it in the chat.
Well, you gotta show them the stuff too.
Well, yeah.
Hang on. Oh, my mic is in the way of my keyboard, so that'll be fun. Chucky Chicken cartoons at Fourth Wall. Oh, come on. All right, it wants me to sign in. Give me a
that's
quick
fair.
second here, folks. Yeah.
So, how's the weather? It's hot over
Cold,
here.
69.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
69. What is that in Celsius?
Who cares?
I do, because I don't know Fahrenheit.
All right, I put it in the mute chat, so click on it and share it with everybody so they can see this awesomeness.
Okay.
Okay.
This one doesn't have the mug or everything. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me get the
We
public
also have a
tea- the
pin
public
set.
one.
We got a sticker sheet. One sec.
Yeah.
Here is the
Yes.
link to the Fourth Wall shop. All right.
And
There we
here's the
go.
creator spring. All right, hold on. Here's
Excuse
this
me,
one
Mike.
too.
I
Yes,
just
Matthew.
I just checked the site and I noticed that the clip art of Chucky's comb and feet are cut off.
Yeah, that happens.
On what now?
Oh, on the Fourth Wall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
we tried working around that,
well
but it
aware.
just wasn't doing.
Wasn't doing what we wanted it to do. It
Let
was
me save
being a
that.
butt.
So
But
on
yeah,
our
we got
fourth wall,
a couple of shops. Yeah.
Let me do. I just took a screen cap so that I wouldn't have to open
Oh,
like
and
a whole
actually
new
it's
thing.
I believe it's actually on the Etsy store that we have the Chucky chicken
Yeah,
stuff. So
on the
hold
fourth wall we have
We're,
pin
we're
set.
working on
We got the t-shirt, and on the back of the t-shirt you have like the Chucky Chicken film logo. And then we also have this fun sticker sheet of Chucky. And we will also be putting out a matching set with Chelsea pretty soon.
Yes. Here's the Etsy that has the other. We have like 3 stores. We are working on consolidating everything, so you know. Oh, the folks can't see it here at home.
What are you talking about? I'm sharing it.
Are you?
I did a
I'm
whole.
watching the stream right now. No one can see the
Are you
stuff on the
sure that
stream.
it's not a delay?
It's a delay because I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, and our
Well, I'm
Etsy shop. Let me post
looking
the
at the
link.
media player here on Discord. So.
Well,
No,
that's because
on
it's
the
just
YouTube
on the
stream, you
media
can see it.
player.
Oh.
There's the Etsy shop. Let me
Okay.
grab a screenshot of that.
Oh, you're right. It is a delay. My fault. Oh.
You doubt my powers.
So yeah. So this is the best way to like help support the show
and getting
It's-
something
it's-
back that
Yeah. Exactly. And if there's anything that you guys want, we'll make it. Like if there's like a Chucky design. Oh, and I'll share this with you guys after the stream here. But we may have another shop partner that I was able to get us from Fan
Here's
Expo.
the
But
cool
we'll talk about that
stuff
later.
from our
Ooh.
Etsy. We got some shirts. We got an Apple Watch band. We got the
Yeah.
phone case, and we got the mug.
Yeah.
The mug, I think, is probably my favorite. I still need to grab one.
Yep, and it's super inexpensive too. And we run like promos and stuff all the time for it, so please, show your love and support. I need to get one of these mugs. Jeez. What am I doing? I'm messing up.
But yes, we definitely are oh, whoops, wrong thing. We're definitely going to be doing plushies at some point once we figure out a supplier that we would like to work with. Once we see some prototypes and that sort of thing.
Right. Probably makeshift or something like that would probably be the best.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But
I think is that everything?
That's everything that we got so far. And then again, of course, I don't get what that one means. /O/
That's like someone
thing?
like holding their arms up in the air, like cheering.
Oh, okay.
Like cheering.
Yeah.
Yes. And then if you guys want, we could also release the shorts as like DVD compilations or something like that. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, if we can figure that out, then heck yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
I might be able to get my mom to help with that.
That would be fun. I would love that.
She used to make DVD rips, and also
Right.
like for when I was in school and we did plays, she would always make like the DVD of the play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right.
Yes. Anyway, so thank you so much for hanging out with us, everybody. Again, we do this every Thursday, starting at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah.
So say goodbye, everybody.
Yes, please say goodbye, everybody, because Lord knows.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. See ya.
Yeah, yes.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you next week on the Cluckin' Crew live stream.